letting go to be free. Welcome to Living Mindfully, a YouTube channel dedicated to sharing mindfulness practices, meditation, and Buddhist wisdom to help you live with more peace, clarity, and awareness every day. We believe that in this fast-paced and chaotic world, deep inside, we all long for something simple yet incredibly precious: inner peace. And the path to that peace begins with something that sounds easy but is often the hardest to do: letting go. Have you ever asked yourself, why am I suffering? Why does holding on make me feel even more exhausted and empty? Perhaps it's because we're carrying too much expectations, regrets, anxiety, and things that no longer belong to us. We cling to people who no longer love us, to a past that has already slipped away, or to dreams that may no longer serve us. And all that holding on weighs us down and drains our energy. In Buddhist teachings, letting go doesn't mean giving up on life or becoming indifferent. Quite the opposite, letting go is an art of living, a path that leads us back to freedom, lightness, and unconditional love. As the Buddha said, all suffering comes from attachment. Only when we learn to release our grip can we truly live in the present moment, free from the chains of the past and the worries of the future. In the next part, we'll explore the deeper meaning of letting go in Buddhism and discover why it isn't a weakness but actually one of the greatest forms of strength. What does letting go mean in Buddhist teachings? When we hear the words letting go, many people often misunderstand it as being indifferent, running away, or giving up responsibility. But in Buddhist teachings, letting go, also known as non-attachment, doesn't mean turning your back on life. Instead, it is an action that arises from a mindful and awakened mind, one that sees deeply and understands the true nature of all things. The Buddha taught that everything in life is impermanent. Nothing lasts forever. Everything arises, changes, and eventually fades away. When we resist this truth, we suffer. We feel pain because we try to hold on to things that are already slipping away: a relationship, a feeling, a status, or even an ideal image of ourselves. Letting go doesn't mean rejecting the good in life, but rather it means not letting our minds be enslaved by craving and attachment. You can love someone deeply, but if that love is full of control, fear, or the desire to possess, it's no longer pure love. Buddhism teaches us to love with freedom, to give without expecting, and to receive with gratitude. Even when things don't go our way, the journey of letting go doesn't begin by changing the world around us. It starts with transforming the world within us, where our attachments, desires, and fears reside. When we deeply understand that all things are impermanent, we naturally stop clinging. And when we stop clinging, we become truly free. Why do we need to let go? We often think that holding on gives us safety, but in reality, it is clinging that causes us the deepest suffering. When we can't let go, we become dependent on external things, emotions, people, material possessions, and when those things change or disappear, we feel lost, empty, even devastated. In Buddhism, this is called craving and attachment. We love someone, but instead of loving freely, we love with control. We have a good job, but instead of enjoying it and doing our best, we live in fear of losing it. We possess material things, but instead of being grateful, we compare ourselves to others and worry about not having enough. And from that, anxiety, jealousy, and anger quietly arise, seeds of suffering growing silently within us. The Buddha taught, whatever is born will also die. When we truly understand and accept this, we no longer fall apart every time life changes. Letting go doesn't mean becoming cold or emotionless. It means welcoming everything with a calm and balanced heart. We still love, we still live wholeheartedly, but we're no longer bound by constant craving. In fact, letting go is a journey inward, a return to ourselves, the place where peace isn't determined by what we have or don't have. The more we cling, the more we lose our freedom. But when we learn to release, we finally breathe, live, and smile with ease, no longer shaken by life's ups and downs. The art of acceptance, living in harmony with reality. If letting go is the act of freeing ourselves from attachment, then acceptance is the ability to open our hearts and receive life as it is. These two elements always go hand in hand on the path of inner transformation. When we have let go of the old, we need to learn how to embrace the new, even if it's not what we expected. In Buddhist teachings, acceptance does not mean giving up or surrendering. Acceptance means seeing the true nature of things as they unfold, without judgment, without coloring, without trying to avoid them. Often, we suffer not because of the circumstances themselves, but because we refuse to face reality. We want things to go our way, and when they don't, we resist, get angry, and feel unsettled. Imagine standing in the middle of a heavy rainstorm. You can scream and get angry because the weather is inconvenient, or you can quietly open your umbrella and keep walking. Life is the same. We cannot control everything that happens, but we can choose how to respond. Acceptance helps us stop wasting energy fighting what cannot be changed, and instead, gives us the strength to transform ourselves. Deep acceptance begins with understanding impermanence, having compassion for ourselves, and fully being present in the moment. When we stop labeling circumstances as good or bad, deserved or undeserved, we feel lighter. We no longer live in expectation but live in awareness. What is letting go for? When we hear about letting go, many people wonder, so, what is letting go for? If I don't hold on, will I lose something important? This is a very practical and deep question on the path of mindful living and spiritual practice. Letting go is not about loss, it's about liberation. When we release what is unnecessary, attachments, burdens, negative thoughts, and emotions, we create space for peace and freedom to grow within our hearts. We no longer get stuck in the endless cycle of suffering, but open the door to true joy and lasting serenity. In fact, we let go to return to ourselves, to a mind that is light, clear, and free from external influences. Letting go helps us live more mindfully, love more deeply, and understand the true nature of life. Moreover, letting go is the path to cultivating compassion and forgiveness not only for others but also for ourselves. When we stop clinging to hurt, resentment, or unrealistic expectations, we can open our hearts to acceptance and forgiveness, essential elements for healing and spiritual growth. Ultimately, letting go allows us to live a life that is whole and free, not chained by the past or anxious about the future. It helps us focus on the present moment, the only place where life truly happens and where genuine happiness can be found. In the next part, we will explore how to practice letting go in daily life, making each step on this path more practical and meaningful. The Zen Story, the Broken Cup. Long ago, there was an elderly Zen master renowned for his calmness and profound wisdom. Among the things he treasured most was a delicate porcelain cup passed down from his teacher, a symbol of refinement, fragility, and deep appreciation. One day, while carrying the cup, the master accidentally dropped it, and it shattered into many pieces. Those who witnessed the event felt sympathy for the master, expecting him to be sad, upset, or angry. But instead, the master gently smiled, looked at the broken shards, and said, "This cup has been broken for a long time. It just hasn't shown itself until now." This simple story holds a profound lesson about the art of letting go in Buddhism. That cup symbolizes everything in our lives: possessions, relationships, expectations, the things we cherish and protect. We often believe these things are stable and permanent, but in reality, all things are impermanent, always changing, disappearing, or breaking apart at any moment. The Zen master understood that attachment to the cup only causes suffering when it is lost. But when we realize that the very nature of the cup is impermanence, nothing lasts forever, we no longer fear losing it. We can continue to cherish the cup while it is intact, but also be ready to let it go when it breaks, without resistance or struggle. This lesson applies not only to material things but also to all aspects of life: love, work, health, dreams, and even ourselves. Recognizing and accepting impermanence helps us live more peacefully and lightly, without being swept away by change or loss. Moreover, when we let go of attachment, our souls are freed from the chains of anxiety, fear, and suffering. We can live fully in the present moment, appreciating each experience, and face the future with calm and trust. Life is like that fragile cup, easily broken but beautiful when we know how to cherish it and let go at the right time. This is the art of letting go, not giving up, but accepting, valuing, and finding freedom. In the next part, we will explore practical methods of practicing letting go through meditation and mindfulness, nurturing a peaceful and wise heart every day. Practicing letting go through meditation and mindfulness. After deeply understanding the meaning of letting go and the Zen story of the broken cup, the next step on the path is learning how to apply letting go in daily life. In Buddhism, meditation and mindfulness are two core methods that help us master the mind, recognize the attachments within, and gradually free ourselves from them. Meditation is not just about sitting quietly. It is a way to observe the mind without judgment or clinging. When we meditate, we learn to notice thoughts, feelings, and natural reactions as they arise. Instead of getting caught in the whirlpool of worries, greed, anger, or ignorance, we watch them like clouds passing across the sky and neither holding on nor pushing away. This is the practice of letting go. We don't try to cling to emotions or thoughts, nor do we lose ourselves in them. With regular practice, our mind becomes clearer, lighter, and freer from life's ups and downs. Alongside meditation, mindfulness, being fully aware and attentive to the present moment, is also an essential tool for letting go. When we live mindfully, we don't let the past haunt us or the future disturb us. We focus on what is happening right now, whether it's the breath, the steps we take, or sensations in the body. Mindfulness helps us recognize the already gone things we still cling to or the not yet arrived things we fear. When we clearly see these, we can choose to let them go instead of being controlled by them. From this, we can live more lightly and freely. Practicing letting go through meditation and mindfulness doesn't mean doing it alone. In many Buddhist traditions, support from teachers, fellow practitioners, and community is very important. Sharing experiences, learning, and practicing together help us stay strong on the path of letting go. Additionally, we can use other meditation techniques like contemplation of impermanence, observing the constant change of all things, loving kindness meditation, cultivating unconditional love, and releasing meditation, gradually practicing letting go step by step. All of these aim to help us deeply realize the impermanent nature of life and embody the art of letting go. The key is patience and compassion with ourselves. Letting go is not easy in a day or a month. It is a long journey that requires persistent practice. There will be times when we fail, when old emotions pull us back, but that is perfectly normal. What matters is that we get up and keep moving forward. In conclusion, meditation and mindfulness are precious tools that help us practice letting go in modern life, allowing us to live freer, calmer, and more fully. When we know how to let go at the right time and in the right way, we don't lose anything. Instead, we gain true peace and happiness. Conclusion: the power of letting go. Letting go is one of the most important lessons in life and in the Buddhist path. It is not merely about giving up things that no longer serve us, but about freeing ourselves from attachments, worries, and suffering that weigh down our hearts and minds. When we learn to let go, we truly step into a state of freedom, peace, and open ourselves to fully living each moment. Many of us often confuse letting go with giving up or indifference, but in reality, letting go is a profound journey of acceptance and love. Letting go does not mean we stop caring or stop loving. It means learning to love without clinging, to hold without possession, and to live with gratitude instead of fear of loss. In today's fast-paced, ever-changing world, letting go becomes a precious key to balance, reduce stress, and find inner peace. We cannot control everything outside ourselves, but we can control how we respond to it. When we release our grip on the temporary, we find strength within to face challenges, overcome hardships, and live a more fulfilling life. Letting go is also the gateway to mindfulness and awakening, two essential states that help us live deeply, meaningfully, and with gratitude. When we let go, we no longer live trapped in painful past memories or anxious future worries. Instead, we are fully present in this moment, savoring every breath, every step, every glance. This presence expands the heart and connects us to our truest self. With the power of letting go, we can transform every difficulty into an opportunity for growth, every loss into liberation, and every challenge into a path toward true happiness. This is the life philosophy that Buddhism teaches and what we deeply want to share with you through the Living Mindfully channel. If you find these teachings valuable and inspiring, please don't forget to subscribe to Living Mindfully. Here, we learn, practice, and grow together toward a mindful, peaceful, and joyful life. Every video, every lesson is a step on the path of self-discovery and living more fully each day. Let Living Mindfully be your trusted companion, helping you face life's challenges. Learn to let go of unnecessary burdens and open your heart to receive peace from within. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a video and help spread positive energy to your loved ones. Thank you for walking this journey with us. Remember, the greatest power is not control, but the ability to let go at the right time, allowing life to be free and whole.